What is your opinion of Google Translate? Do you think it's a great instrument, or do you think about it negatively? Well, let's discuss. Hi, I'm Julia, welcome back to Random English, and today we're going to talk about using Google Translate for learning English. Some people still speak negatively about Google Translate, and I can understand them. Some very lazy translators or very lazy students use it to translate full texts and just then use these texts as their work or homework without any changes, which is not good. But in fact, if you use it correctly, Google Translate can be a great instrument for learning English. First, let me tell you what you shouldn't do. I actually said it already. You should not put full texts into Google Translate and then just use them mindlessly without thinking. For example, if you have a text to read as homework, do not put the whole text into Google Translate, translate it into your native language and just read that. Nah, it's not a good idea. Not because of the quality of translation. Google Translate sometimes does very good job, but it's not very good for your learning. Now, let's see what you can do to use Google Translate successfully to improve your English. First of all, Google Translate or other similar instruments can help you translate phrases instead of words. As you probably know, sometimes when we put words together into a phrase, their meaning changes, and it is very difficult to understand or translate word by word. If you're having trouble with that, you can put such a phrase into Google Translate and it will help you. Another way to use Google Translate is to look at synonyms. Sometimes when you translate a word, Google gives you different variants. It's a great way to expand your vocabulary. You can also use different online dictionaries to check pronunciation of different words, especially some tricky ones. As you know, in English, sometimes the written form of a word and spoken form, what we say, do not match. They can be quite different. When you're not sure how to read, how to pronounce a word, you can put it into an online dictionary and there is usually some button which can play pronunciation for you. It's a great way to check tricky words. And finally, a couple ideas for motivated, honest learners. For instance, you can use online translators to check your understanding. If you are reading a very difficult text, as I've said, don't put the whole text into Google Translate. You can take the most difficult sentences, read them, and then put them into the translator to see if you understood them correctly. On the one hand, it may feel like cheating a little bit. On the other hand, if you first read the text yourself, there is nothing bad in it. Checking your understanding can also be useful. Another possible use is what I do sometimes when I chat with people online in foreign languages, in English, in Spanish, which I'm also learning, and so on. For example, when I want to write a message, I compose the message in my head and, compose it in a foreign language, what I want to say. But then I go to Google Translate and type a similar message there and look at the translation. Sometimes it's the same, and then I can tell myself, yeah, great, you composed a perfect message. But sometimes the dictionary suggests some better variants that I could use, and I do that. It's a very great way to improve your writing, to stop repeating the same phrases again and again and again, because it can suggest variants. But, as I said, to improve your learning, to make it more effective, it is better to start with writing or composing in your head your message first and then checking it in Google Translate. So, as you can see, Google Translate or other similar online dictionaries can be a great instrument in learning English if you use them correctly and cleverly and honestly. If you have any questions left, put them down here in the comments. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Random English, and I will see you around. Bye bye!